Hey everyone, just wanted to get you a little information ahead of our meeting on Friday so you can process a little better, prepare any questions, and be ready to dive into it a little deeper. Three things we're going to go over in our meeting. Number one, how to have an effective team. Number two, how to run great programs. Number three, your priorities for the next days and how to be next 90 days and how to be successful with those. So in this video, I'm just going to focus on number one, how to have an effective team. Go through as much as you can. Number one, it's a personal connection, is knowing them as individuals. That means personally and professionally. You don't have to be best friends. You don't have to see eye to eye on everything, but just investing time and energy into that person, showing them you care about their success is going to help you connect to their mission and their success, which is ultimately going to help your team's success in your progress as a manager. So where do they want to go in their career is a question you're going to need to be able to answer and know their answer to. What's most important to them? Is it support? Is it consistency? Is it variety? Definitely all those things put people in a good place, and people don't do good and then feel good. They feel good and then do good, or do well would be the right way to say it. So think about that. You need to make sure everyone's feeling good because of their environment, because of their support, because of their training, and then you're going to see their best work, not the other way around. Some resources here for you, staff check-in questions. Here's a link. And just so you know, you're going to have all this sent to you right here in this document. Outlined is all the links in this presentation. First one, all the questions here that you should try to work into your weekly meetings. Don't have to ask every single one every time, obviously, but you might want to pick one or two to work in there. So jumping back to this, second thing here is staying organized. You're going to have several people, their tasks, their priorities, their list to manage in addition to your own. So using the resource that we have outlined is going to help you do that. First one's team availability document. Second one's the priorities list. Third one is both your calendar and their calendar. So I'll jump over here to the team availability. Someone on your team should be entering everyone's name, how much time they have on each day, and what that gives them for the whole week. Based on their time open, they should have projects. I really want you to generally list, and every single person should have something listed after we meet. So after we come back from winter camp in the new year, every week we want to see things listed there. But that gives you a rough idea. Don't give someone 30 hours worth of work if they only have 3.5 hours to do it, or vice versa. If someone has 15, 20, 25 hours and you're not giving them much, they're going to feel underused, undervalued, and like they're not contributing. So that's important. Next one here is priorities list. So everything you're giving them, this is a really broad strokes. More specific should go onto this priority list. Here's mine. All the ones that are done, you should drag to the top. Eventually should hide them. Hopefully you've seen this a couple of times by now. Hide, where did it go? And then it just lists them out. Use deadlines as much as you can, right? So that they know when they're doing it. Try to give them key performance indicators. So what means a good job, what means an okay job, what needs improvement. So that's that. And then the last one on here is a calendar. So you'll see the first thing I have listed here is schedule your work, plan your time. So, this you'll see on my calendar at some point, this you'll see on my calendar at some point, just to jump to that quickly to show you what I mean. Right. So I started with a website meeting, then I did the videos and prep. Yesterday I tested the website, did all these things. It can be really specific, every 15, 20 minutes. It can be really broad. It just kind of helps everyone understand. It helps your manager understand what you're working on. It helps you understand what your team's working on, and that way you can give them feedback. If you don't know what they're working on, you can't help them get better. They can't add the value they want to. They can't progress the career. It's the way they want to. So another point worth making here is by logging into the contact account, you can see anyone's that you want. And you see Missy does a really good job here when she's not at a program, like being a sub. She'll kind of put a priority list, update training checklist, send Kelso's choice video. She visited Arundel, filmed some STEAM videos. She went to Green Hills to train. Good examples of basically anyone on your team when they're not in a program, they should be kind of telling you what they're doing with their time while they're working. And then with this resource, you can kind of click on anyone you want and kind of see what they're working on for the time. So there's that. On to number three, check in often. So you can't just talk to them once a month, once every 3 months, and expect everything to be perfect. You have to inspect what you expect. So this should be at a minimum, should be weekly. Don't forget you have these questions that you can talk to them about, but then in addition to that, you want to make sure they're accountable for their progress. So if last week you gave them an assignment, you want to see if they're making progress towards their goals. You want to discuss what they're doing the next week, probably look at their calendar, look at the priority list, see what they've done, and then discuss any issues or obstacles, anything getting in the way of them achieving the goals and meeting the deadlines that you set up. So that's the first video I wanted to share. If you can watch it, think about it, ask any questions. This is the exact outline we're going to go over on Friday. Thanks.